time to get things started here, folks. Thimna Mhlauli and David Mambo here at EFC 120. And Petey Coxon gets us started as the ref. That's going to take a lot to get used to. That's just different. Round one brought to you by Dragon Energy. And here comes David Mambo here, trying to maybe derail the hype train that is Thimna Mhlauli, but Mhlauli quickly grabs that leg.
You thought he was going to miss that takedown on that single, didn't you? But no. Mhlauli drove forward and got it. Some nice elbows to the side of the head from David, though. But Thimna able to scoot him out. He's still a couple of left hooks, but Mhlauli looking to establish his game plan immediately. David did well to get away from the first attempt at the single leg, but Mhlauli was not to be denied and kept driving forward with his knees on the canvas. A beautiful scoot forward from the Quan Vessels lad to complete that takedown. Now he's got the leg wraps. Going on lower down, controlling the right wrist now of David Mambo, doing everything right. There's that technical ability that we've seen in the past.
Well, he looks comfortable right now, Simon. He is just right on top of things, moves right into full mount. I mean, he is prepared tonight, and he is looking to go 3-0, and David Mambo has a lot to deal with right now with this young man.
Yeah, I can hear those words of Richie Quan and Norman Vessels. Process, it's chains. Just this logical, almost merciless sequence of events that your system allows you to have confidence when you take it to the ground. There I was talking about Thimna's stand-up ability and his Muay Thai. Who better than Richard Quan with his Muay Thai background to transfer that into his BJJ knowledge? It's the best kind of gym for that kind of way you want to like sequence your events together as a fighter. Meanwhile, just going to work is Thimna Mhlauli. David struggling to escape from this full mount. Good elbow, giving up his back now is David Mambo. A nasty position for him. Thimna Mhlauli is going to work with these big right hands coming in from the side.
Big right hands indeed. Hot knife through butter right now, Simon, is Thimna Mhlauli, the King Slayer, going to work here on David Mambo. And Mambo still fending him off, but barely. This fight is about to be over. Petey Coxon will have to step in if this goes on much longer. But look at David Mambo, able to diffuse the situation, at least for the time being. We are just at the halfway point, and Thimna Mhlauli looks like he is well on his way, barring something miraculous here from the Hunter.
Mhlauli just got the four-figure wrapped around the body of Mambo, and Mhlauli just going to work so patiently. Some really heavy hips from Mhlauli. There was times where you wouldn't know it. Oh, he's trapped the arm so nicely as Mhlauli. David Mambo is cutting him up and on the right-hand side.
He's gonna have to shut that down.
His right eye is cut now as David Mambo. Trapping their arm. Stop preventing the right-hand side of David Mambo to protect himself on that side. Just going to work with left hands and left elbows now.
Shut this party down.
Mhlauli gets the win. Wow.
3-0, Thimna Mhlauli, what a win here at EFC 120 to finish off his year of 2024, which includes 3-0. Man, that dude is a player. He is certainly going to be in some golden conversations before you know it with performances like that. And Simon, I mean, what can you say? That was flawless. I mean, if they were playing Mortal Kombat, you would hear Shang Tsung say flawless victory.
Merciless,
I mean, David Mambo had nothing for him there. That was perfect.
What you couldn't see was that David was trying to escape. He was trying to hip bump, but the hips of Thimna Mhlauli were just always so heavy. They were always so glued. There was nothing David could do to frame up at any point in that sequence. The hips of Thimna Mhlauli were almost like glue. They were like limpets, just sucking onto Mambo's hips. And you couldn't see it, they were close to the commentary position, but I could see Mambo just putting everything he could into those hip bumps and those explosions. He was trying, but you couldn't see it on camera. Just so suction glue-like was Mhlauli's top game. His top game is just something else. You know, and he goes into this fight, and I'm talking about, I want to see this guy let his fist do the talking, because he's such a highly entertaining striker, but he doesn't need to when he shows this kind of evolution to his ground game. And we're seeing these rounds decrease every fight. Thimna Mhlauli, I think his first fight on debut goes 3 rounds. His second fight with us against Emerson Pedro, of all people, goes 2 rounds. Now he comes up against David Mambo, who's had more fights than him, goes in the 1 round. I mean, this kid is becoming a natural born finisher. What a talent.
Yes, indeed. That was a special performance. Let's go to Hotso to make it all official.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Thunder Coxon has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes and 19 seconds of the very first round, declaring your winner by TKO due to strikes, the Kingslayer, Thimna Mhlauli.
Well, let's have a word with Thimna Mhlauli. Merciless, sensational, those are 2 words that come to mind. You've got to be happy 3-0 in the EFC.
Yes, sir. Very happy with my performance. To be honest, I didn't think I was going to get a finish in the first round. I was planning for 15 minutes. Like I told David, in the amateur scene, he was a featherweight champion, and I always looked at him like the next best thing. So for me, this victory actually means a lot, because that's like sort of validating the younger version of myself, saying if that happened, you would have been not just national champion, but amateur champion too.
And Quan Vessel's Academy really starting to show real blossoming talent there in terms of the entire generation of fighters coming out under Richie Quan and Norman Vessels. How proud are you to represent that gym?
Super proud, man. Like coming up in the sport or just getting into MMA, Fight Fit Militia was the gym. And seeing Rich and Chef and all the other fighters like DeMart and everyone else, like Boyd, like Don Match, like Chad, it inspired me. So just being able to show that we're still in it and we've made advancements in every aspect of it, I'm really honored.
You're more just in it. You are part of the new generation. Your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Thimna, the Kingslayer, Mhlauli.
Wow, what a performance. Good head on his shoulder. A humble man in victory, and really has his future laid out for himself, and you gotta love it. What a great camp there. He didn't mention JP Pace, man. What an absolute terror he has been in his UFC career. Great to see him. I would love to see him back in the Hex, but Thimna Mhlauli, that man is the future indeed.